always a pleasure. What up, world? It's the Bols, man. Podcast that is. You know what it is. We everywhere. You dig? Sleeves the Hustler in the building. Back at it. Craftmatic in the kitchen. Stacking at it. You dig? Stop the stizzer all day long. A.K.A. Brother Byron, the militant one. And what we doing over here? He got the Phillies colors on this week for y'all. What he doing? The ball tie. A.K.A. Sky Ray. You know, Logan Legend. What up? Dread in the back panning. Do what he do. You know, coming off of 50 pop. You know, that's me. 50 episodes we just toasted to. And, you know, it's good to be back in the kitchen. Cooking it up as we always do. You know? So, yeah, man. What it do, fellas? You know?
Yeah, what
feeling
does it
great,
do?
man.
What does it do?
You know what I mean? Feeling awesome.
Mm-hmm. Episode 52.
2. Yeah.
2.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Next stop, 5,200.
You know what I mean? That's all. Damn. We just keep going and going.
Yeah. I mean, this episode, like you said, we're just going to keep it loose and really have a whole bunch of...
Unlike our really tight, stringent episodes.
Yeah, exactly. When we really get into it.
Keep it loose, and you know, we're showing some of the things we learned from our 51st episode. You know, shout out to Black Oak Wine Club. Don't come at our necks too hard for drinking out of red cups.
Wayne,
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Because there's already been judgment in the room.
We know that etiquette isn't where it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
You know
but it is the Bols way, and we appreciate that, man.
Right?
I mean,
it still tastes good to us.
Exactly.
Excuse our unrefined palate.
And check it, we still spinning.
And I definitely got that.
Get your nose out the cups.
You know what I'm saying? I had to. I got a lot of nostrils.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I got that scent, baby.
I smell grapefruits. Mm-hmm. I smell flowers.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It smells like it's from the Alamos Mountains or something, man.
Am I supposed to smell Cheerios? I smell Cheerios. Sometimes you just, you know what's funny? Yesterday when I was at work, somebody was eating a bowl of grape nuts. And I realized I have never in my life had grape nuts. I just know there is neither grape nor nuts in the cereal. I think it's barley or some shit. I didn't even get into the specifics at the time. I just thought it was interesting because, you know, people are just so different. And then she asked, you know, what's your favorite cereal? What's your answers? Do you guys eat cereal?
Not anymore.
Yeah,
No?
I eat cereal.
What's your favorite?
That's a tough one, right?
Yeah.
It's like asking somebody what their favorite rapper is or something like that. I got a lot of...
Well, what's the one you eat the most? Those are two different answers.
Okay. See, but it's different because I have kids. So it's kind of about what the kids like, but also at the same time, you can't just give them junk cereal all the time. But
True.
all cereal,
True.
junk cereal for the most part.
All facts. Okay.
But no, I do like Golden Grams. That's pretty banging.
Yeah.
I like Life cereal, regular Life. I don't like that cinnamon Life. I don't deal with all that.
Life?
Yeah. Crunch. Yeah.
You're not fucking with Life Sleeves?
Life is good.
Hey, man, if life is good,
I like,
don't
I like,
complain.
I'm not.
Back in the day, it used to be, 2 scoops of...
Frosted Flakes?
No,
Raisin Bran?
used to be like,
Bran?
no. Back in the day, it used to be like 2 scoops of raisins. Anyway, now I think it's just like Raisin Bran, but it's the flakes with the raisins in it.
Yeah, Raisin Bran.
You know what I'm saying? But there's a couple different types.
So I like Raisin Bran Crunch.
The real ass.
Raisin Bran
that's
Crunch
good
is the
too.
joint where,
Yeah.
you know, they kind of hook up the flakes a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I like that Raisin Bran crunchy type stuff.
Yeah.
But then I also like it's like shredded wheats, frosted shredded wheats with the fruit inside.
What in the world is going
I always
on?
thought frosted shredded wheat.
The mini joints. The mini
was,
shredded wheats.
I used to, because I knew somebody, I used to date somebody that ate, and I used to say, why are you eating pencil shavers?
Is that like, what in the
No,
world? There's
how you
no
eating
taste at
Because
all.
they
like
soak
shit.
up the milk. You let them soak up the milk, and then you bite into it,
No,
and you get the
they
burst.
never
of
been
milk.
good on
You know, I'll bang with you a little bit.
And it's some cold milk in the summertime.
It
Come
shouldn't be
on.
warm ever. Like
No, that's what I'm saying. But in the summertime,
that's a cereal rule.
It's refreshing. Like you bite into that joint, it's like bosh.
Wow.
It's just tasty.
Wow. Sleeves about the yak based on this shit you talking about.
But
Wow.
also, I like crunch berries.
He went down the whole path, yo. I asked him one cereal
No,
question.
because there's crunch berries. Because we talk about, I like cereal.
Now, listen. You on something with the crunch? That's like one of the first things you done mentioned now. Besides Raisin Bran that I can
crunch
cope.
berries are
You
a
know
little
what
more
I'm
dangerous out of all the cereals.
You know what I'm saying?
Because crunch berries, they will scar the roof of your mouth up if you don't take your time. Like if you try to eat them joints too
Nah,
fast.
you gotta let it get mini sog, not all the way. Just like a nice little.
It goes 0 to 10 too fast.
exactly.
with crunch berries.
I can't risk it.
Ah,
I don't like
no, you gotta do it right. Fresh the top and then go to the bottom and come up.
Once it gets,
it's
close
a motion
soggy,
in the crunch berry.
and it get all the way, you like, I don't even want this.
No,
shit
you don't let it
anymore.
sit. It's just right on the get up from it. You right on it from the rip. You
Yeah.
just pouring a little bit
You
over
want to
top of
sit.
it. You pouring a little milk over top and then going in.
I can
to
see
start
it
getting
the whole
that.
bowl out. It just sacks
Yeah,
it
right.
all.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
man.
But
Because-
Frosted Flakes are the truth too.
No,
Chop them up.
no.
No, Frosted Flakes.
God
You can
damn
put
you, man. You are
blueberries in
41
Frosted
years
Flakes.
old.
If you got a bowl of Frosted Flakes, you can put some blueberries in
You
them
can-
joints. You can put some bananas in them joints.
I'd rather get
and you
Raisin
can put some
Bran.
strawberries in the Frosted
We
Flakes.
was just semi-healthy, and now you're
Or
coming
Special
ass
K or
right
some
to-
shit. I'd rather do that. Like,
No, I ain't doing
all right,
Special K.
all right, so listen. I just got one that when I was a cereal boy, it's like 1 and 1A, but number one will always be motherfucking, and it was never good for you. But listen here, Skip, Cookie Crisp. You
Ooh,
understand?
oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I got
You know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck,
that's-
listen here, Skip. You get you. That's
Yeah,
the one you
that's
just
the
got
one to hit, huh?
You don't gotta kill the milk all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little nut. You know what I mean? And go in.
Yeah.
Can't let it sit either. And then what was the other one with the what was it? Used to be, but it was too crazy. It was sugar high.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I used to love it back in the day. Fruity Pebbles, man. I used to.
Fruity Pebbles is good.
I have Fruity Pebbles and Cocoa Pebbles on top of my fridge now because
They both
my
good.
girlfriend wanted to have it with ice cream, which wound up being very good, but
Yeah.
They get soggy quick too, though.
true,
Yeah.
very, very quick.
Very
I'm
quick.
more of a Cocoa Puff dude,
Cocoa Puffs are banging.
Mhm.
and Raisin Bran Crunch. If I
Yeah.
can only have two, I would probably use those.
Yeah.
Nothing with no marshmallow. I don't fuck
Yeah.
with that
Okay, tell me if you remember, because name just came back.
Yeah.
What's
Old
the
school.
worst cereal?
Crispy Wheats and Raisins. Is what it
Yeah,
was
I
called
remember
back
that.
in the day.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Yeah,
I used to
yeah,
tell you. Kill that
I
Joe
remember
back in the day.
Man, there was a lot of jokes back in the day that you can't find no more.
Mr.
Like,
T cereal?
You're not gonna find no Frankenberry. No, you never had Blueberry. We always had Frankenberry and Count Chocula, and Blueberry just seemed like the white whale.
had marshmallows in it.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I just remember seeing it, and I always just wanted to taste Blueberry because I felt like this would be the one that's gonna be good and not just marshmallow shit like the other two.
So
But,
you gotta go from one level to the next. You just name your best.
I mean, King
What's the
Vitamin
worst?
was the worst because it just seemed like the cheapest.
Lucky
But,
fucking Charms. Get it out my face. Don't you ever.
Oh,
used to
no.
give me-
Honey Smacks.
Yeah.
Fuck those jaws,
I don't
man.
like Honey Smacks.
Yeah,
Nah,
nah,
I don't
yeah.
even know what the hell that shit was.
Yeah.
Wait,
Nah,
and there was
yeah.
another one close to Honey Smacks. All right, you had Honey Smacks with the frog. What was the one with the bear?
I don't know.
No, not honeycombs. It was the bear.
Honeycombs.
Sugar
All right.
Bear was the
You could
bear's
do
name.
that.
Oh, Super Golden Crisp.
Super
Yeah,
Golden
yeah,
Crisp.
Super Golden Crisp. Yes, you are right. That was equally awful, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Many a days
The
as a
bear
young
was
man.
cool as shit, but
Yeah.
it wasn't cool enough to
The
make you
jingle
get
was
cereal,
cooler than
brother.
most. The
Right.
jingle was the truth,
Yeah.
but not the cereal.
Golden Crisp.
Nah, brother, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dang.
He was like peddling crack. Like,
Yeah.
no, I'm not trying.
He just took me back to my Knight Rider drawers back that era. You know what I'm saying? It's like 4 or 5. You know what I'm saying? Watching. You know what I mean? Like, that's the era, B.
Wow.
It's like 85.
Yeah, back in
You know what
the
I'm
day,
saying?
watching the
That-
A-Team at night, watching Dynasty.
That's
with
when
my mom.
TV cut off.
You're right. You got the national anthem and Static.
Yeah.
Like I would only catch that when I spent the night over my homie Floyd house. Shout out to Floyd if you're watching. Me, him, like Ira and Leon, we'd be over there. It'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning. We still loud. His poor parents, man. I know we put them through hell through that. But that'd be the only time I'd be up long enough to see the Static coming. You just be like, well, damn, I guess we better turn Nintendo on now. Shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, and that's where you go from there.
Man, cats had color TV. Some cats still had some black and whites.
I had my Nintendo. I played on black and white TV. And
So did I.
I was playing
In the
Legend of
beginning.
Zelda on black and white TV, and then we got a color TV, and that joint blew my mind.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like my aunt had a black and white TV in her room, and she had to remind me because I guess I was so young I didn't remember. I felt like we had always watched the Cosby Show in color, but she said no. The first couple years it was black and white TV. I'm like, damn, my memory's crazy because I just remember seeing it so vivid. Like, yeah, man. But,
Man, think about some of your furniture right now. Like, I'm just looking right now at your lovely crib style, and just look over there where your pictures at. Like, yo, that used to be like a TV. Like how they set up that joint,
big ass
TV.
Joint that's
like,
gonna take at least 4 people to
floor
move.
model joint. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna take about like 3 or 4 people to
And
get
you're
out.
gonna have the more
get out the crib,
sophisticated
dog.
TV on top.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then that joint became furniture.
Yeah,
like because we
man.
started putting things on top.
TVs
of that
had,
joint.
Or you got the Betamax on top.
You know what I'm saying?
Play your beta tapes.
TVs had a fat ass back in the day, man. Them Jones was heavy as
shit.
That'd be the worst thing about moving somebody's crib. Especially if it was somebody, you know what I mean, had a little some bread or whatever. They got a 30, 40 inch. Yeah. This shit is like 3 fire hydrants roped together, dog.
How you get this joint in?
Right, like it is a team effort to get this shit in the crib. I'm so glad they have moved to the thinner. Oh man,
TV at one hand.
Damn, that shit. I don't know nobody else. Like my mom was the last person I knew who had fat ass TV. She had these two big 300-pound fucking meatball TVs that I couldn't wait for her to upgrade, and finally she did.
It's like Atlas Stone.
Yeah, man, it really was, man, because they were just so. And you can't do it alone, but it's so compact.
It was like, yo, what was
3
they
people
putting
can't
in
do
this
it.
joint?
So like,
it was a lot. It was a lot. They made it happen though, dog. Like it was a lot going into them Jones. Like
little
seriously.
employees inside the TV.
Yeah, dog.
And they would be like $500, bro. Yeah. Like they'd be on installments. Like nobody. It's so weird that TVs are smaller, better, brighter, and everything, and now they're like cheaper than like. In the 80s, getting a 30-inch TV? Shit. So it'll be paid off, I guess, about 48, 50 months. And you know what I mean?
We good. We got the VCR on that, too.
Yeah.
Whole entertainment system. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I even got a rewinder. I got this shit, man. I just put the tape in and press the button. Whole thing rewind to the top. I ain't got to do it myself.
That's what we going to do. We going to take them there, man. What they don't understand, you youngins, like, real rap, man. Let's think about this. Like how... Like our kids right now, like, you know what I'm saying, love gaming and love all this gaming and all this, and you got gaming leagues and all this like that. Listen, what you know about like 4-bit, 8-bit, all right? We talking about the evolution.
They didn't love gaming any less than we did, man.
Yeah.
I could give you chapter.
We absolutely.
I could give you chapter and verse about being in this man's brother's room. And me, him, and his brother playing NFL game day to John, where you hit somebody in the rain, the fucking lightning, you feel like, dude's like, don't be dark and hit somebody with that shit happening. You're like, yeah! Like, you thought you was a king, man, and like, just playing that, and you know what I mean, all kinds of fighting games. But, right. But before that, man, like, you talking about, we got up, down, left, right, A, B, select, start.
Absolutely.
And you gonna have games for hours playing that shit as long as the Nintendo don't mess up. That's the other thing.
They were hard as shit back then too.
Man, somebody showed a picture on Twitter of the first Turtles game.
It's ridiculous.
That fucking game was like, man, that
you had to go and get like a magazine or a Nintendo Power or something with a Mac.
Or some codes. The second one was great because it was 2 players at the same time. It was an action, you know what I mean? But that first one, man,
that was ridiculous.
That was Mensa level shit right there. That shit was embarrassing.
Do they still have cheat codes?
I'm sure.
That's a great question, man.
I don't know if these games have cheat codes anymore.
I mean, they do in the sense that you can pay more to get advancements. So,
and not only that, they watch these boys play the game.
You can find somebody playing whatever level of obstacle you have.
When we were kids, the object from the video game designer's perspective was to have us play this game as long as we can so that they could sell the game for $75, $80 because it's hard as shit. Now the idea is for you to get as far as you can in the game until you can't, and then charge you an extra $20 to get all the tools necessary to get to another point. Then charge you an extra $20 to get to another point. Then charge you an extra $20 to get to another point. They wasn't counting on that extra money because you wasn't going to get that extra money unless you did a sequel. So the fact that you can play, like, if Nintendo, when we was kids, had the capability to upgrade games, then Mario would have been like 5 times more than it was. You good, man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them kids stop making all that noise.
I saw Daddy talking.
But it's just like they spend hours playing their games where we spend hours. Man, I can't even tell you how many hours I logged on Punch Out before I beat Mike Tyson on some real shit.
Yeah, my cousin
he would come in, going right, and it didn't. It was like
it still had to do
but
it.
That was the code to get to Mike.
No, yeah, because it was wait. I feel like it was like 007 373 52. 5429, something like that.
I feel like you right on the time.
Somebody tell me real close, dog. But yeah, then you get there, you like, and next thing you know,
one punch,
boom. You got to get through 90 seconds of that before he start winking and throwing you the other jaws, man. It was trying, but I'm one of the people I can say I did that shit, man. But what was your favorite Nintendo game?
That's up to you. Wow, a favorite Nintendo game.
I mean, I'm not gonna hold you. Like I got like at least 3 that I think of right now. You already mentioned Contra, but then we gotta go Tecmo Bowl, Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was nothing like when Tecmo Bowl hit. Like, that John, Bo Jackson, Walter Payton. I don't care if you pick my play. He outski, B. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when you had a team that could advance even when they picked your play, you was nasty, dog. I used to like picking the Niners because it was always this pass play I can get off either way. Yeah, anyway, you said Tecmo Bowl, Contra, and what else?
it's like a tie.
He said 3. And then he got,
but it's like A and B with these because how he got into the serial is how I get into the game. Shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Double Dragon and fucking what was
the first Double Dragon?
Yeah.
Because the second one was banging too, but the first one was
we just talking about like
the series of them. Yeah, we got you.
You know what I'm saying? And I think what was it like Ninja Gaiden?
Ninja Gaiden was because you could latch onto the wall when you grab.
Duh.
Do y'all remember?
That's another one that was hard as shit.
Yeah. You remember Bionic Commando? Either y'all had that?
I didn't have it, but I remember seeing it.
That was my favorite game, man.
Time.
That was a joint I had. Like my mom got it for me on just like a random birthday, and I was like, oh my god, like that's probably my favorite game, man. And like once you beat it once, you could do it again, and it's still fun. Just trying to like swoop down longer and extend the arm and swing, like man. But yeah, no, Tecmo Bowl definitely. Mike Tyson Punch Out. Ring King was the shit because you could knock a motherfucker out the ring. In addition to making him spin and fall, that was amazing to do with your friends. See, like you know, I mean, I guess it depends on your environment because a lot of them I played by myself, but oftentimes it was like 6 of us in this crib and survival of the fittest.
Cause see, there was so many from that era, right? Because I even try to think of like all different games. Like, yo, I can't front. I used to look. Yes, baby. Okay, do me a favor. I'm recording right now, so you and your brother go upstairs and be quiet, okay?
This is free family content that y'all get.
Exactly.
We might start,
That's how he handled it. The smoothest, man.
What you gonna say? Go ahead.
So yeah, definitely used to like Contra.
Yeah, everybody loves Contra, man.
But there were so many other games I used to play that were a lot of fun too. Like I used to play DuckTales. DuckTales was another crazy game with Scrooge McDuck and he bounced around on a cane. It was another
no. What's crazy is like it was like back in the day when like you could rent games and things of that nature.
That's why he said arrows. That's why he said because there was arrows at Broad and Wingahocken that me and my mom would walk to, and I remember getting Ice Climber. And I fucking loved Ice Climber, you know. It was like endless, like it was just going forever.
But I'm surprised you didn't say the one John, the wrestling John with Dr. Gildo, would be swinging.
Oh, Tecmo World Wrestling.
Yeah.
All you had to say was Dr. Gildo.
Yeah, that John was crazy.
That John was crazy.
Tecmo was making some crazy games at that time.
That and WrestleMania Challenge, not the first WrestleMania, because the first one was awful. And I was such a wrestling geek as a kid that I convinced my mom that I had to get the regular Nintendo without Super Mario and Duck Hunt just so I can get the wrestling game because for whatever reason, she wouldn't give me the wrestling game if I got the Nintendo with Mario and Duck Hunt, even though that one was $10 cheaper. And I'm not really sure that how I coerced her into spending more money for the regular Nintendo and getting a wrestling game, but I was that level of fan. And that one sucked. But the other one had like Andre the Giant and Ravish and Rick Rude, all them other dudes. That was good, but Tecmo World Wrestling was different because when you put him in special moves, it would do that bold screen.
Yeah, dog.
Like he would put him in like the torture rack, the backbreaker joint. It was just flash up to the screen, and then you just see him like writhing in pain, and then they just throw him to the side.
Be gone, like you know what I'm saying.
But that game was also hard as shit. That's why I didn't say because I couldn't beat it.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of them Jones I didn't
like
beat.
yeah, man. A lot of Nintendo games were just built so that you would just burn your fingers and just want to break some shit.
Mega Man, all that stuff.
Mega Man was dope.
Yeah,
Metroid was dope, man.
It's hard.
Yeah. I didn't beat Metroid until I got it on the Game Boy Advance. Never on regular.
None of y'all mentioned Zelda.
I had Zelda.
I wasn't Zelda.
I wasn't like that's why I'm saying they got on my fucking
the thing that convinced me that I wasn't gonna be in the role playing game.
I just played Zelda again last year on the Switch.
Yeah, was it still dope? Holds up. Still holds up.
All these years later, and I remember getting it because my dad sent my sister down to Kitty City to get it.
No, I know Kitty
City,
man. That's where I got all my shit at.
Y'all busy right now, man. Let's go.
Ultimate retro.
Absolutely.
But she came back and Zelda was a
I think it was
gold
10th in
game.
market.
Yeah.
It was gold. Yeah. It was like only built for Cuban links, but for Nintendo. Yeah, for sure.
Way back when, yes.
And then when the first Genesis came, you can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I gotta get that joint. They had a Buster Douglas box, and that man was champion for 3 months.
And it was nice
That game
too.
was terrible. That
joint was
game
nice.
was terrible, but it was
It
great to
looked
us
good.
because we was 11
looked good.
and we wasn't fucking with Nintendo.
What
no
you mean?
more.
It had Ultra Beast. That was it
Ultra
right there.
Beast.
You know what I'm saying?
Because that was the one that we had played in the arcade.
Yeah, dog.
They got Jones from the arcade on Genesis.
Yeah.
Nintendo ain't got that Mario. I fucking Mario whatever.
It was that jump from 8-bit to 16.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it was a big jump.
Joe Montana
Football,
football.
yeah.
Lakers versus Celtics, man. That shit was. But see, so Lakers versus Celtics
The
was the
first
shit.
jump,
But
yeah.
by the time they got the Bulls versus Blazers, they was breaking it because that joint was like
When was
special
the joint Tim
The
Hardaway
dribble was
was
just
doing
like
the
douche.
What was the joint? What joint did Tim Hardaway do the UTEP two-step in? And he
That was
just killed?
Bulls versus Blazers. That was the second one.
Bulls versus Blazers.
Yeah, because on the first one, Golden State wasn't on. I don't think Golden State was on Lakers versus Celtics. Maybe they were. I don't know.
It might have been the
But I
second.
remember Barkley used to do a two-hand dunk
Yeah,
for the free
and
throw
just
line.
from, like
And
anytime
that was the
you
shit.
get
Then he
from the
like
free throw,
flex after and shit. Like,
yeah, dog.
that game was amazing.
Is it?
See, because we talk about this shit all night.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but like sports talk football on Genesis.
Yeah, I got that. I remember having that.
Like
yeah.
when that first came
Welcome
out.
to Sports Talk Football.
Fumble.
Uh-huh.
Streets
that
of
was
Rage,
crazy.
dog.
Streets
Like,
of Rage
Streets of
was crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, dog. Like, you just
Genesis
be getting it
is
in.
endless, man. That joint
Yeah,
had a
like-
lot. Man, I like the obscure Jones. I remember having Mutant League Football.
That was a good one.
And
But that was when you could hit somebody and blow their equipment off.
yeah,
of
you
them.
could like throw shit at them to blow them up.
David Robinson's Supreme Court. Air all night.
Air all night. That white man could not miss.
Yeah,
You could
yeah.
inbound the ball and shoot it
Air all
And
night.
that
Like,
shit was-
yo.
Hey, I think that's Jordan.
You're right, man. That shit was crazy,
Yeah,
man.
dog. Look these up. You know what I'm saying?
I
Take
got
it
them all
away.
on my computer. Like you can get, download all the software if you can find it, man. But
Live 95. Oh, that changed everything.
Live 95
Yeah.
changed everything. That was just like a free
Coach
form
K
job.
basketball, man.
It was just breaking the backboard. I remember us cutting high school to go over U-Boat crib, me, Rye, E, and maybe somebody else, and just playing Coach K all fucking day.
It was all this
I used to
bullshit.
love Syracuse because they had Moden, John Wall, and stuff. Plus, the Big East was like the best conference in the history of the world in 1996, dog. Like on some real shit. Like Villanova had Kittles, they was tight. Iverson was at Georgetown.
What was it? Who was at Connecticut?
I was just thinking who was at Connecticut.
Wasn't
Somebody
that
was
Ray?
Rip. Ray was at
Ray was at
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? So yeah, then you had, you know what I mean, Nova. Like that was Kerry Kittles and them at Nova. So like yeah, dog. Like, it was this ball
popping
game.
right there, man.
Yeah.
You must not do all that.
Speaking about March Madness, how y'all fucking with this going on now?
I haven't even been watching it.
Bro, I
I mean,
lost so much money 2 weeks ago, but I made a lot this past week, so I'm okay with it. But I don't know who's gonna win. I put money on Gonzaga to win it all because they were close last year. They were in the championship game last year, and a lot of them same dudes returned. And they got a 7-1 freshman who's very good, who's going to be a top 3 pick in the draft for sure. A lot of top seeds been losing. That's why Mount St. Mary's is still in it. That's why Miami's still in it.
I think I saw a game today with Jackson State was playing somebody.
Yeah, they're not in it anymore, but Mount St. Mary's was, I think, a 15 seed, I think, and they're going to the Sweet 16. They play either tomorrow or Friday. I made some money off of them too, so shout out to Mount St. Mary's. I gotta stick with them again the next couple of days, but
I got nothing in it this year for the first time in a while. I normally play some type of bracket or be doing something involved, but no, yeah. So I couldn't tell you shit. Looking forward to what the Sixers going to do, and in the playoffs and what's going on with that. And yeah, I don't really want to talk about the Eagles because I don't really want to.
it's been a lot with football though, man. Like Russell Wilson got traded to the Broncos.
That's
That's what I was
big.
saying. The AFC West.
That's big.
They loading up, man. Khalil Mack went to the Chargers.
Yeah.
They got him and Joey Bosa coming on opposite sides, man.
Exactly.
Plus, Derwin James is a monster at safety.
Yeah,
Like,
they defense out of
man,
pocket.
they are getting sick, dog.
Yeah.
Plus, they got Herbert at quarterback.
Yeah.
They coaches. I don't agree with his practices. He goes for it on fourth down a lot more than I would like him to, but that's his business.
Too risky for my
The
team.
cheetah
Yeah,
just
man.
left Kansas City.
Right. Tyreek Hill got traded from
Yep.
Kansas City
Today.
to where he go?
Miami.
Miami.
To the Dolphins.
See, that's the thing about it, man. Like, if I'm Miami Dolphins, I don't see us being a wide receiver away from winning the championship. I feel, I could be wrong, and I'm wrong every day. I feel like they got him and Waddle, which is just speed personified. They are nasty in terms of bookends, but I don't know that they anticipate Tua being the quarterback that they're gonna ride.
They
them
probably
into
not,
it. I can see them being in the market after the end of this coming season. But to have those two there, that's nasty, bro.
Exactly, and that's just a move of like, listen, thank you, Kansas City. I won my.
But they gave up a 1, they gave up a 2, and I think they gave up a 3 next year or something like that. It wasn't cheap, you know what I'm saying?
Well, a cheetah isn't, because he's a
Shout
one
out
of a
to that.
kind athlete.
Yeah,
And once
man.
again, thank you, Kansas City.
Right.
Appreciate you, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid. Shout out to y'all. But I had to go chase the bag.
Fake
You
legs.
understand?
Yeah, man, that's the
You got to
business.
go chase the bag, B. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I got my ring.
Deshaun Watson
I got a ring,
just,
man. Exactly.
went to the Browns.
Yeah.
He had been on the Texans languishing because he didn't want to play, and they anticipate him getting some sort
And
of
he got a hell of a
suspension
case going,
from the
but like,
NFL
whatever.
because he has 22 allegations of
Yeah.
there's,
groping masseuses.
Exactly.
Masseusa.
He got a masseuse issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't know what's
So-
up with
I
that.
mean, yeah, but
Allegedly.
let him have his day. I mean,
Exactly.
you know what I'm
Allegedly,
saying.
I ain't, but
I
that's
just,
a lot.
When numbers get high like that, I always kind of look at it a little funny.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it ain't possible,
But
but sometimes people will jump on the bandwagon real quick to get a bag, get a check, because some people will pay to make things go
22
away.
a lot though, but that ain't my business.
But
man.
maybe he
It
is. He might be maybe he is a serial assaulter of masseuses, or
I ain't touching that.
I mean,
I don't
on
think
some
I don't know.
real
I don't
shit.
know. We gotta wait for his
Even
day.
if
I'm
a
saying,
quarter
I
of
ain't-
them is accurate, then he's a foul motherfucker for that. But that's neither here nor
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Especially when you got that much money.
Right.
You can pay somebody to have and they will take whatever you got to give.
This is the whole
And then they will
conversation
leave.
that we was just having a
You know
couple
what I
days
mean?
ago.
Like, it don't even make
We
sense.
were just shouting out that you was a brother that got the biggest bag so far in history. That's guaranteed. $231 million. Holla. You know what I'm saying?
They don't even seem like real
What you
numbers.
mean?
Shout out to the Eagles for not doing nothing crazy with the 3 first-round draft picks we got and not trading them away for something unrealistic. I'm not saying I'm the biggest Jalen Hurts fan. Like, I feel like Jalen Hurts is going to be good enough for us to not get embarrassed, but I don't know that he's going to be the leader of the parade. I would love for him to prove me wrong this season and just bust ass and like put a middle finger up at the
You
podcast. But yeah, that'd be great. But I just don't see it right now, man.
May I?
Please.
Please, thank you. This
I'm
man
too sorry.
I keep trying to taste all the notes.
This
Shout
nigga
out
just
to
said,
For sure.
like, listen, he just shouted out the Eagles for us having these 3 number 1 picks. I'm going to take y'all on a little ride a little bit since we've been retrofitted over here. This is the same Eagles under the same dumb general management under the Rosemen who don't know how to pick shit. So let's go back a little bit. We had 2 second-round picks a couple years ago. We got Miles Sanders, shout out to him. And who else did we get in that second round, Sky? Who else did we get? Ortega Whiteside.
That was a bad pick.
All right, terrible pick. You could have got DK Metcalf. Moving on, I move on. Next year, we get coming up with the 21st pick. The 21st pick. You have, when you're thinking about the draft, you want to draft from the SEC because that's like the G League.
That's where all the workhorses.
So if you got an SEC horse as a receiver right there, that's like what we call a no-brainer. But no, you want to be the dumbass Roseman Eagles and go ahead and outthink yourself all the goddamn time. And what you do, you pick up somebody who's nothing. Jalen Rager. What is he doing? Are you happy about that pick? You good with that? Over Justin Jefferson? Are you good with Justin Jefferson at the 20? He's not surprising anything. He's surprising me that he's trash. Get him out of here. He's from a little school that nobody knew nothing about.
They got the last one right.
You know what I'm saying? Who was the? Listen, that was easy. You know why they got
You
the
said
last
it was
one?
easy, man. They didn't
was-
get Justin Jefferson. That seemed just as easy.
Listen to me. Give a fuck about that. That was about like about time you wake up. You wake up. You finally got a Heisman Trophy. All these years, it's 2021 when we picked that good brother, Mr.
Hey,
Adams.
man,
I'm not done, please.
Devontae Smith get open in a phone booth, man. He's
All right,
nasty.
shout
dog.
out to Mr. Smith. What I'm saying is this is not a knock against
We might
him.
ride it from there, man. They did that last year. Maybe this year be good. We got 3 chances, man. Like, it's going to happen, and this is the dude that's going to do it. Why not, man? The same GM we had when we won the Super Bowl, which we did win.
That is what we call lightning strikes that year. And shout out to the year of the dog and Dougie P. But he said he did that. We had who here? Doug Peterson too. Yeah. All right, and he coached a hell of a team to get us a chip. Always love you, Dougie P. My thing is, if you got rid of Dougie P, you got rid of the other quarterback Carson and the other ball Foley, then guess what? Howie got to go too. But why is he still here? Another 3 years.
Well,
come on, man.
Speaking of athletes, right?
Yeah.
I just came across it. It's been in the news for a while. I know we haven't talked about it.
Brittney Griner?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Free Brittney Griner, yo.
I know.
Yeah,
it's the craziest shit.
Yeah,
I mean,
yo, do you think she really was trying to, or they just planted some shit on her?
I mean, so I don't even know if they needed to plant.
She was over there.
She could have this much, and on the media they say she got this much.
Exactly.
Like she probably took a personal amount that she's gonna do her with.
But if she did, why would you even? Because she's been going and playing over there for a couple years now, right?
But
why would you even risk? It don't make no
sense. Because she's been going for years, and she probably been doing that for years, and it's been cool. All of a sudden, now they want to just bomb land.
Wait.
Nah,
that's been illegal there.
But I'm saying she's been getting away with it, is what I'm saying.
She just ain't get caught.
Right.
But my point is, why would you even risk that?
Because you did forever. Like, Russia ain't shit on TV. You got to deal with you while you're there, dog.
Listen, Skip. Like, I don't know nothing. I'm just speaking from the outside like we all are, but this is my thing. Russia, for 2 weeks, had their troops on some gangster shit with Ukraine. Bitch, if you don't leave immediately, like, am I, like,
no, because this happened in February. Yeah, were they already, like, fucking Ukraine up back then?
I'm sure it was bubbling.
Yeah, right, but I don't know that it was at the point that we see now where it's just.
If I hear there's a potential,
okay.
If I hear there's a potential for war,
they had 2 weeks where they had their shit out there in the threatening positions. Like, they on some war shit. This ball shit ain't that deep. Yeah. I'm out of here, Skip, and you can keep all my cartridges. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, dog. Like, you waited too long. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Except for my Ninja Gaiden.
And now, and think about it like this: you waited so long that American, you got JoJo talking his shit over here and all this extra shit that they doing. Oh yeah, book her for whatever. Put that shit on her.
If it's true though, because at the same time they might have wanted some little. She's not a political prisoner, but she would be a pawn, I guess.
Anything that we could do to fuck with America.
I mean, like,
what are you talking about?
I don't know what they were thinking about.
I don't know
a black
that at this point.
I don't think she's. You know what I mean?
But I don't. Like,
they don't care.
We're not at a point in life where we can give Russia the benefit of the doubt. So you say if it's true, but it's fucking Russia. So ain't none of this shit true. They just trumping up. Man, listen, I know that they kill a lot of people for unnecessary reasons. Exactly. And so for them to detain somebody for no reason, you're right. I have no knowledge firsthand for sure. I've never met her in my life, but as a betting man, I would take it on. She probably had 2 and they charged her for 10. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to disagree with you there. Yeah.
But they just wild right now. They like old dog to the world right now on some comparison type shit.
Like listen, dog, you stayed too long. Like real rap. I don't know what you're thinking about. I'm not playing no more games. What my man say? I'm uncomfortable, God. Like listen, they rate. Oh, what they doing? Oh, they got 100,000 troops right on the outskirts of Ukraine. And they've been sitting there by day 3. It's like, yo, when that next flight rolls?
Russia been said we want our Ukraine back.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why am I even playing with them?
You
know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out, B. I'm not playing no more games, coach. I'm getting this red eye back to America. By the time you did that move, they already was on something like, oh, she thinks she's leaving. Nah, dog. Like and I'm not trying to make light of that. Free her.
Right,
real rap. Like, not at all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Be looking at like 5 years in a prison camp or some shit like that. Like, not even like a regular
bro,
like a jail.
We don't
like
know what
a work camp or something like that. You know what I mean? Like
let's be real right now. We don't know what she's feeling right now. Like, where she's at right now, she's in a Russian jail, prison, whatever cell. That ain't the 35th.
No.
All right, you know what I'm saying? Like real rap. That's like
the language.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
There's 2 other Americans over there now been sitting in prison waiting for trial for like 2 years. You know what I mean?
So the thing about going to Russia as a female basketball player is that they can make 5 to 10 times what they were making in the WNBA. Yeah. And they can do both.
Yep. So
you can make in the WNBA offseason, shit ton of money compared to what you would make in the States. and they make the majority of their state money based on endorsements, things like that. Now, I'm not disagreeing with anybody who says the red light was flashing. It might be time to just gracefully bow out. But I more than understand why they go. Like Sue Bird, said she's a millionaire as a result of playing ball in Russia. And when she first got to the WNBA, her salary, I think she said, was $60,000, and she was literally making 10 times that in the Russian league because it was run by this ex-KGB dude who wound up getting assassinated while she was on the team. Neither here nor there. But yeah, it's just to go to show you that there's a lot of money over there.
Listen, so basically,
you can look that up if you think I'm bullshitting that.
You got to get the
so listen, which I get, but you're deciding to take a risk for a bag, a hell of a risk for a bag. So in knowing that, you got to try to play it as crystal clear as fucking possible. And now with this gangster shit that they had going on in brewing.
Yeah, but see,
she got a gay Russian girlfriend that been telling her that Ukraine and this Russian shit been going on forever, and she ain't want to pay attention, and she wanted to be about that bag.
So
and
I
now
could
we in
see.
this shit.
Don't she got a whole wife here? You talking about she got?
I know.
A Russian.
You're not implicating her. You're not implicating her being gay. Everybody know that. You trying to say she philandering? Damn man. Tearing a chick club up. You don't know what that bitch be doing?
I mean, it's in Russia.
She try to move like a nigga. You absolutely she got Russian cooch.
Wow.
Billy, get out of here, man.
They probably was like, well, Russia always doing something. Whatever. I'm gonna just keep doing me. I ain't worried about it this time, but this time was different. Not like the time
I've seen
before.
troops amassing on the border.
But you probably saw troops at the border every season.
No, you didn't.
How do you know what you saw in Russia, man? Shit.
You didn't see them at Ukraine.
When it's bubbling on the news everywhere.
100,000.
Correct. We at a point now where it looks crazy.
It was like that for 2 weeks, Scott.
Listen, man.
No, it's no listen.
You gotta have some
2
Russian
weeks,
fans you can ask. Like, what's going on?
3 of us in where she was at and saw what she saw the previous 7 years that she been there playing basketball, making a good living, compared to what she saw those 2 weeks where she decided to stay where she was at with what she had. That's all I'm saying. Before this, you don't know what kind of environment it looked like. It might look the same to her, but somehow, some way, it got real different. That's all I'm saying.
It can get real different real
Your
quick.
folks is calling you like, yo, they wilding in you with the Russian and Ukraine. What you doing, Britt? I'm chilling, I'm getting this bag. No, you need to be thinking about getting out of there, Britt. Yeah. This nigga Putin wilding. It's different now. Trump ain't in office no more. His homie ain't in office no more. He all about the Debo.
I mean, I hope
my
she get
block,
out quick,
punk.
Man.
Like, yeah, no, I pray that she get out, and we want her out of that, dog. Because that's what I'm saying.
Every
Every day she stays in there, that's whack, B. Like, and that's some torture shit. Like, we don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. Your worst jail in America don't compare to once you get out of what they call locked up abroad. Remember that show? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
still on.
Like, dog, like, come on, man. Like, and that, once again, I'm not making light of nothing. Please free her. But it's like, that shit is scary,
I remember,
dog.
I was watching this World's Most Dangerous Prisons, John, and they had showed a Russian, like, maximum security prison. And compared to American prison, it's like, 10 times safer, because like these dudes, you got no interaction with humans. Like, they all get escorted like this. They got to be in this position to like walk around and go from place to place. They don't even start moving until they like this, and the motherfucker grabs them under their arms and keep them going and lock them up from this place. Like, that shit is detention, fam.
See,
like,
where you don't want to be is like it's like the Central
Did
American.
you get how big this
Guatemalan.
nigga head was next to the motherfucking joint right there? Please get that. I know.
But you ever seen like the Central American? I don't know why I want to say Guatemala.
The Alamos was good.
Maybe I'm trying to say it in Spanish.
Yeah.
But them Guatemalan, Nicaraguan prisons
Yeah,
where
dog.
the inmates be having grenades and assault rifles and shit behind the walls.
Because those be the drawings where the CEO walk you to the gate. And then you go in, and then the game's running from there going forward. And if you ain't affiliated, then you need to find something. Because you are in
for... go bite somebody's nose off
Right,
fast.
like, I mean, because there's no escape, man. Like, you fight one, like, man, shit. What do you think about it?
Join the gang.
It don't stop. It ain't gonna
You better
stop.
join up.
You gonna have to. You ain't got no choice, man.
Right. Yeah,
Get them
that's-
beans and rice
that's
up,
not an
man.
environment that you want to be in. I don't want to be.
Speaking of foods and shit, so yeah, Pusha T got a
The
I heard
Arby's
that
joint.
shit, man.
Yo, listen. He the illest. I just was talking to somebody about this. Like,
That shit was
I had to
crazy.
put somebody on because they didn't realize that he did the McDonald's jingle.
I'm
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it on that years ago, and then come back with a Arby's diss track to who I just used to get money off of, and how he do that on both sides. Business, that's a pusher for real, man.
Well, let
You
me
know what I'm
ask you
saying?
this, though.
I fuck with that freestyle too.
Have y'all ever been to Arby's?
Yeah,
No.
of course I've been to Arby's.
No,
Me neither. I'm like,
Fuck
I don't
no.
know. I ain't never been to
No, I've been to Arby's. Like, there was one not too far from one of my
Fucking
old jobs. I'm the weirdo.
Yeah.
They're giving money to the brothers to try to get the brothers to eat it. You can try it.
I know, because Big Ray's was the other one.
Big Ray's been there for years.
yeah, I don't want that. I don't like how he sound.
We have
And after
the
beats,
meats.
and I think about him every time I hear that. I think about him when he was in that female joint that he played.
Holiday Heart.
Holiday Heart and shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to come at me with that deep shit. You know what I'm saying? He just was in that motherfucking. Anyway, go ahead.
Of all the things to fucking correlate Ving Rhames with in relation to Arby's. I remember Holiday Heart. I'm not eating no roast beef.
I remember
My
understanding.
mom used to love that
Right.
fucking
I'm
movie.
gonna need a CD player and some CDs.
Don't just
Shit.
bring the player.
Right. he was trying to be King Ding-a-ling in Undisputed, dog.
Some CDs.
Oh, man.
All you care
Yeah.
about
Iceman
is-
Chambers.
Yeah.
And then Monroe Hutchinson. Wesley Snipes. That movie was gangster, dog. I fuck with that movie.
I do remember that.
Because Wesley Snipes' trainer went over to Ving Rhames.
Yeah.
Hold this. And he punched that
Right,
motherfucker's
right, yeah.
whole diaphragm inside like... You tell that motherfucker I said, don't come back. I'm the champion here.
Remember, I was like, multiple niggas tried to step into it all at one time.
Yeah, because the leader of the Muslims was like, and he just stole him, and they was about to all come in. Hold up. Maybe the brother doesn't understand. Hold on, man, he just fucked them all up. Y'all got my CDs? Like,
Wow. Wesley Snipes just in the cell doing sit-ups and shit.
right.
Monroe
Twirling on
Hutchinson.
toothpicks, making toothpick houses.
houses and shit.
His little hat.
Yeah.
That
We
was
know who
a-
the real champion is, Monroe. Yeah.
Wow. Niggas just gave a whole. What was the
Yeah.
name of that?
Undisputed.
Yeah, man, that is a hood classic.
Yeah.
That movie's, I might watch that this weekend. My girl ain't never seen it. It'll be new to her. Like, I don't know about this one, Poppy. Just no, it's good. It's good. Just check it out. Yeah. No, man.
But yeah. I still ain't going to Arby's though.
Ah, man. They got waffle fries, man. They got little spiral jones. They are delicious. Now, I'm not saying you got to get roast beef, but they got the chicken. They got the fish. A lot of options.
The fish is what they was promoting. They was trying to promote the
Exactly.
fish sandwich.
Get with me and this guy, and you know we always have our shit, but we agree on a lot of things too. And what we're saying is, has there ever been a moment? And I know you got a palate for shit. You know what I'm saying? That you was like, yo,
I'm
nigga, I
thinking
want some
Arby's.
Arby's.
I'm thinking
You know what I'm
Arby's.
saying? Drag on the lens. Has there been a moment when you was like, yo, let's go to pull up the Arby's, dog?
Let's go get some hot
You know
meat
what I'm saying?
sandwiches.
Absolutely.
For real, you never had
No.
a sandwich that was warm? For real?
Philly cheesesteaks, dog.
Exactly.
Is that not a hot meat sandwich?
It's not from Arby's though.
No, exactly. Or I can order a grinder from the pizza store. You know what I'm saying? A little hoagie and put it in the oven for a little bit.
We are all
Toast my
taking
bread.
an excursion to Arby's. I'm driving. I'll buy just so you can have it.
All right, I'll go taste.
Yeah,
I'll
okay,
test something
cool.
out.
I'll go ahead.
I want one of each sandwich.
He
so I
was
can
just
bite it.
hating like shit. This
Yeah.
weirdo with the Arby's. I say I'm a treat. Oh no, yeah, I'll try it. Why not?
Exactly.
You ain't going
Sky
nowhere.
talking
Me and
about
Scott
his
going to
treat.
Arby's.
Sky talking
And
about
me and
his
Scott
treat.
and Dread
Sky
going to
talking
Arby's.
about, what
We
is
save you
what
some
is the
old
balls
fries.
without sleeves? Oh, he pulling
outta
up with me. Fuck out of here. I have an Arby's colored joint on too for niggas. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. Roast beef joint.
Heard your hat was beef.
Roast beef
Roast
ball
beef,
joint.
buddy.
Roast beef ball joint. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Like
what's
some
up?
kind of brown and pink
Yeah,
tie.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna work it out. Don't you even fret. Coming soon. Fillets, man.
Roast beef jaw.
Yeah. All right.
Roast beef leg. Yeah.
You know, got them coming, man.
Mhm.
Listen, so real quick, me and my son, you know, I think the last time, it was a while back, I told you about when we saw that nut-ass movie, The Eternals. Now, we just saw another superhero movie.
What was that?
A sun, moon, god. What
No,
was it?
no. We saw The Batman.
Oh, okay. That joint was like 1,000 hours long, though, ain't it?
It's like close to 3 hours.
Okay. Well,
And let me say this. If you go in the movies, well, it's going to be on HBO Max soon, but if you go in the movies, you better go to the movies that absolutely have the reclining chairs.
Yeah.
All right, you can't do with the half-ass joints.
I got caught up. Time, man. Shit. Yeah,
no. I didn't know. This Voorhees joint that we went to, I thought did, and it did the half-ass joint. My son was losing. Dad, it's just not comfortable watching like he's like 9 going on 30 or something. Right. Dad, I'm just not comfortable watching this right now.
Dad.
You know what I'm saying? So with all that being
my sciatica. Shit.
So with all that being said,
I don't know about this shit, Dad.
Chase gave that joint a 5 out of 10.
Whoa!
But you know he
tanked it.
Damn.
But hold on. Let's be real.
Boom! That's where the homie went.
But hold on. Young boy's a little bit more biased to the Marvel.
He is a Spider-Man ass dude.
You know what I'm saying? So so come on. I gave it a 7.
What'd you give Spider-Man?
A 10 out of 10.
Oh, excuse me. Okay.
The last one that came the fuck out.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I gotta see for myself because I am out of all the superheroes, I like Batman.
Right, Batman show improve in terms of the movies. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Marvel
will do all this universe dope shit, but when Heath Ledger was a Joker, that shut shit down. So they compare, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So let me go in. So our good brother was a fan of the show. Shout out to my man Scrap. I had a serious argument with this boy because he's a younger, he just turned 30. So you know what I'm saying? So he want to go with the younger shit, not type vibe. This is the one movie that Robert Pattinson is Batman. Yeah. Right? He hasn't done any other Batmans yet.
Correct. As Batman,
so let me finish real quick. His argument was that already he felt that his Batman is better than Christian Bale. So like, how dare you disrespect Christian Bale because he had 3 movies with that shit. So, but hold on, and he grew each movie with Batman. But we go to Pattinson Batman, and my thoughts is this: it goes Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, and then you could toss it up between the Afflecks and the Pattinson. Because for me, this Batman, like Bruce Wayne, all right, Batman is already Batman, how he do fuck people up, thing like that. But Bruce Wayne carries a swag about him when he entered that room. Michael Keaton carried that swag. Even Kristen Bell in certain moments with the Jones and the third character.
Jones all on his lap when he got up the whip.
This motherfucking Pattinson don't.
Restaurant.
He don't carry the Bruce Wayne swag, the boy Pattinson, all right? He seemed a little bit more into it to me when he on his Batman. What I do appreciate...
I heard it's like an emo.
So, like, what I was about to say, like, so Christian Bale carried the swag. By the last Batman, he did not because, his home situation was all fucked up, the finance all fucked up. Maybe this version of the Batman is on his way to getting the swag.
This year, too.
What do you mean?
This year, too, in this particular Batman right here, this is year 2
Okay,
of him.
so maybe by year 5, like Michael Keaton. But what I'm saying is Michael Keaton was an established Bruce Wayne. Like, he was, already a middle-aged dude by then, 30s and shit like that. Maybe the Robert Pattinson, and I haven't seen it yet, so I'm not, I'm not trying to argue with you.
No,
I'm just saying, maybe this one is the younger version before he get all swagged up. But even still, you didn't like it.
Fuck no.
Okay.
All right, didn't hit on none of that.
Yeah.
So for me, but just me. Like,
I feel you. What about the Penguin?
No, listen. This is what I'm about to tell you is the best. Like, Patterson still did a good job. Like, because on the other side, as Batman, that's when it's dope because it's really on a detective level now. Like, you haven't really, you always seen Batman popping up this and the third, but like, no, he really coming on the crime scene with Gordon and figuring shit out.
Shout out to Jeffrey Wright being,
you know what I'm saying?
Gordon.
Absolutely. And figuring shit out that the cops ain't even peeping or seeing or nothing, none of that shit. Because I'm gonna do another little countdown with the villains. Of course, Heath Ledger, Joker. But guess what? This boy, I don't know his name, the Riddler, number 2 now.
It's Paul Dano. He's
number 2 now.
Do you ever see There Will Be Blood?
Yeah.
He was the
The
dude
other.
that Daniel Day-Lewis beat to death with the club at the end. Like, he was like the phony preacher. Yeah. So, no, he's a good actor. I've seen him in a couple things.
Listen, fam, none of that. Listen, I compare this Riddler to like the Locks getting off a Bad Boy. No more shiny shoot shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
None of that
we
Jim
going,
Carrey
you know what I'm saying?
flash
Like,
type
we going, you know what I'm saying? Straight rough.
This was the
real,
DMX
like,
version.
listen, dog.
Okay.
this ball
Yeah.
made the movie.
Okay.
All right,
I was
like
hearing that.
this,
See, that's the thing about the Batmans. That's what you know what I'm saying. That's why they always hold weight
You know what
because
I'm
they villains,
Villains
even
hold
though
weight.
they villains can't move like metal or like run through walls and shit. They always are well crafted.
the Riddler, the shit, Catwoman, to me, Zoe Kravitz. I'm gonna keep it real. I did agree with Scrap on this. She was the
She better than
best.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yes, because you finally get an origin story with her.
I mean, but
and
that ain't
and
no slight on Michelle Pfeiffer.
no, it's not. No, I'm not hating on her at all. She was awesome.
Because I like Batman Returns.
No,
That
listen,
my
she
favorite.
was amazing, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at the joint. What was her name? Kate Hudson? Is that the one that did the last one with Bane?
I don't know.
Wait.
Remember the last Batman?
The Christian Bale Bane?
Christian Bale.
Yeah, I don't remember the chick, but I know what you're talking.
Yeah, I think that might have been her name. I don't
No,
know.
it wasn't
No.
Kate Hudson.
What was her name?
I forget.
Katie. It's something.
Something like that, but it wasn't Kate Hudson.
Yeah, I don't remember
I don't
who
think.
it was.
I don't know. You gonna get me? I don't know.
Yeah, listen.
I know
Don't
you're talking
quote me
about
on that, but I liked her. All right, she was dope. If I messed your name up, I apologize.
You talking about the joint that stabbed Batman at the end? That was like secretly like that Bane has saved. Like what joint are you talking about?
She was
That's the
she
Bane
was
one,
the
but
thief.
she ain't state. No, she was a thief. She was a Catwoman. Like she was riding with Batman. She helped him out at the end.
Oh yeah.
You tripping, dog? Yeah. That's
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway.
That's what it is.
Thank you. Apologies, Anne. I was on some whole other shit, but listen, you were dope. But in saying that, I would go Zoe, Michelle, then Anne at this point right now.
I'm happy to
Zoe
Yeah.
played her
'Cause
part.
I gotta see
you know what I'm
Batman. Batman's got to be able to come in the room and have that swag, but also when you see him, you don't go, "Is that Batman?"
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
It's
right.
like he can't obviously be Batman. He can't be the dude in the room like.
Once they said it was coming on HBO Max, April, whatever the hell, I was like, all right, cool, I'll wait.
So listen, it's worth.
But wait, what about the Penguin?
Oh yeah, the origin story for the Penguin and how he rise up.
They're talking about doing an HBO Max spinoff just with the Penguin alone, kind of how they did. Did either of you watch the Peacemaker series? That shit is good, man.
I've seen a couple episodes.
Yeah,
I
like
haven't seen
plus
the
it's got a funny ass intro. But I watched the whole series through. I thought it was very good. So if you got some time on HBO and you have HBO Max,
Yeah, I heard about it. I
watch
watched the first couple of joints. It's a little off the hook. It's all a little off the hook.
I tried to watch,
But
it didn't.
yeah, it didn't keep me all the way. Like, you
I
know.
mean,
what
like
I'm
when the
saying?
Eagle gave him a hug
Yeah.
and everything. I thought that was
But-
Eagle gave him a hug.
The last episode with the little Justice League joint too was cool. I didn't like, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't your cup of tea, huh?
Yeah, it is what it is. But no, the Batman, like I said, 7 out of 10. It's definitely a different take on it, and I like where Matt Reeves took it visually, but he made certain things to me even still a little bit darker because this ain't on Robert Pattinson. But like to me, and you'll see for yourself, but to me this is like the worst like relationship. Again, I guess it is in year 2, but like between Batman and Alfred.
They're not getting along.
It's just like Batman he ain't fucking with him for a lot of the movie, and then it finally comes over till they have a breakthrough with some shit in the dude.
That could just be an early thing.
No, do you get what I'm saying?
How long has it been since his parents was killed? That still happened when he was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's what I'm
I just wanted to make sure it was all on par.
So he been there, so you get what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So
That's just a rebellious
yeah,
young.
exactly. So it's cool, but like I said, that ain't nothing on Patterson. He played that part.
Right.
He ain't write that shit. He played that shit. So I'm not mad at him. I'm not knocking his performance, but to go out and say, like for me, for where I was arguing with my man to say he's better than Bell, no. All right, wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? My bad. You know what I'm saying? Apologies, Dread. You know what I'm
The
saying?
same person you said talked about Patterson being better than Bale said that Snowfall is better than The Wire. And I feel like that was just full of recency bias, so I ain't even dignify shit like that. Because they later reached back out and said, I was wrong, Wire is better. Anyway. Yeah.
What up, Seth?
I guess that's it.
All right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can bring us on home. We can wrap this show on up.
Because what happened was we got that cue from the good brother, and he said it's about due. You know what I'm saying? So as always, man, we love y'all, man. It's the Bols podcast that is. You know what it is, man. You see the logos? We everywhere, man. Sleeves the Hustler all day long. Stop the Stizzer, a.k.a. Brother Byron, the militant one. Ty, a.k.a.
We.
Sky Reed, man. You know what I'm saying? Four Horsemen all day. Dread on the lens, panning. Oh, and once again, Roots Picnic 2022. We on that. This is what we do. Instagram, Spotify, YouTube. Subscribe. Come be a part of the crew. That is the podcast, boys.
Or a part of the crew. If you want to be a part of the crew,
you can be a part of the
can.
crew.
Or be a part.
Be a cart, because at the crust of the matter,
Talk
is
to
the
him.
cart of the crew. Okay?
You see how I work them C's? You see how I work them C's?
Color cut clarity.
Crust, all right?
Yeah. Oh.
And we out, man.